Hello everybody, it's Dr. Rick dropping in on you. Hope everybody's having a great close out to the week, man. It's been crazy. It's going by so fast. This is an exciting month for me, Rick Wallace Enterprises, and all that entails, all the subsidiaries that it entails. And I'm excited about what we're doing. But I want to stop in and I want to talk with you. And I want to be direct and honest with you. We're going to set the sugar coating to the side. We're going to set the colorfulness to the side. We're going to go black on white, direct about this. You've heard me say over and over again over the last year and a half, almost 2 years now, that if you don't have at least 2 streams of income that you control, that is independent of anything somebody can shut down just by simply saying you're laid off, you're fired, your services are no longer needed, any variation of that, if you don't have at least 2 streams of incomes outside of that, you need to create these streams of income. And then I turned around and I showed you how I've done it over and over again, and I've offered you the blueprint through the 7-day online business launch course. Let me tell you something. The difference between the people who get on in this life is the seizure of opportunity, the seeing or creation or manifestation of opportunities by way of direct energy, effort, and commitment. George Bernard Shaw once said that he personally didn't believe in circumstances, but in the instance that he believed in it, he feels that the people who get on in this life are the people who wake up in the morning and go out and create the circumstances that they're looking for. And if those they go out and find the circumstances they're looking for. And if the circumstances don't exist, they create them. And I'm 100% in agreement with that. When I sit up and I am telling you about the different courses I offer, the opportunities to take advantage of these courses, and the rare opportunities to work with me directly, what I can tell you is this: the people who seize these opportunities the most aren't the people that I'm actually sharing these videos with. You know who it is? It's the people who are out there searching and Googling and looking and researching, who come across the offer and the opportunity. There's no opportunity to negotiate or beg or anything about what the price is. They determine within their minds whether this is what they're looking for, whether this has value to them, and they purchase it. Those are the people who predominantly buy the services, products that I get. The people who are either out looking for it or come across someone who's worked with me in the past and they say, hey, look, I did this with this guy, you ought to check him out. But I consistently bring it before people who I haven't worked with, because I want the opportunities to be there. I want it to be there so at some point when you finally realize that there's something that you're going to have to do to make your dream a reality, something you're going to have to activate within yourself and take action on, that it rings, hey, this is what I need to be doing. But let me tell you something. If you're waiting for the right opportunity to fall in your lap, you're going to probably be constantly disappointing and always waiting. If you're waiting on the right timing, it does not exist. If you're waiting on the right opportunity, you create that by seizing moments, by seizing what's in front of you, making the necessary adjustments, and going all out, going all in. So when I sit up and I tell you something, I'm telling it to you because I've probably traveled the road, or I have taught it to someone, and I'm trying to share it with you. If you don't have multiple streams of income, independent of something someone else does, to me, multiple streams of income isn't multiple jobs. That's just 3 sources of income that someone else can take away from you at any time. When I talk about multiple streams of income, I'm talking about streams of income that you create that either flow passively or semi-passively or on automation in some instances. And in that, you create these streams of income that hedge any primary source of income you may have, whether it be a job, whether it be your own business or whatever. In other words, you diversify for the sake of leveraging that diversity to ensure that the disruption of one stream of income does not sink you. It's so important. This is one of the primary principles of financial management and wealth building. And so when I present it to you, I'm presenting it to you because it's a necessity. I'm presenting it to you because the means in which I'm offering it is a means through which I've actually used it. It is what I have done for 13 plus years to create a space online. And you have to ask yourself, so why would I invest $599 in a program? Well, if you invest $599 in a program that has made me hundreds of thousands of dollars, I'm almost certain you're going to get your $599 back if you put in the work. Now, I know people who I could give it to for free and they wouldn't get anything from it because they would not invest the time, energy, effort, and work that it takes to build it. We got a bunch of people that think that I should get it for free and then I can go out there and just set it up there and leave it on the counter and it'll work for itself. The thing is, you have to see the benefit in it. If it works, you're going to earn your money back. It's an investment. That's the first principle. This entire concept is investing. So the idea is to find worthwhile investors. Now, if you don't believe it works, if you believe I've been sitting up here eating off of air for the last 13 plus years because I'm giving you the very blueprint I've used. And I tell you it works. I put in a lot of work, a lot of hard research, a lot of trial and error, a lot of bumping my head so you wouldn't have to. And so people, well, why should I have to pay for stuff that's free? You don't. You can go out there and learn it on your own. You can go through the same process I did, week in and week out, money in and money out, year in and year in, before you find out the primary way of getting it done. Learn how systems are done, learn how things operate, learn how to create organic drive, learn how to use proper terminology and advertisement, learn all the things that I've learned and give to you in this course. And then you can go out there and you can do it for free. It's going to cost you a lot of time. And to me, time is your second most valuable asset. A lot of people will tell you it's your first most valuable asset. To me, my mind is my first most valuable asset, because if I have my mind, there's never a time that I'm going to be broke. I may have a cash flow problem, but I'm never broke because there are $1 million ideas in my mind. And every last person has them. They don't know how to harvest them. They don't know how to cultivate them. They don't know how to expand and grow them, but you have the ideas. The thing is, most people have these ideas and see them as fantasy. Most people have these ideas and see them as too far reaching, being too bold in ideas. And so they shrink back into these colorless goals colorless dreams and dwarf goals, and they find something comfortable and easy, but it doesn't produce what they're looking for, and they come up disappointed and they just set it down. Reach for something worthwhile. And if it's going to be something big, it's going to cost you. It may cost you money. It may cost you time. It may cost you patience. It's going to cost you some pain and frustration, a few setbacks. It's just how it works. But what I can tell you is, if you don't put some skin in the game, you're not going to get much out of it. And matter of fact, other people who are willing to put skin in the game will find a way to get you to help them do what they're doing and pay you very little out of the process. Those who don't know how the process works normally get exploited by those who do. Those who aren't willing to set up plans and pursue visions are normally exploited by those who are. This is how the game has always worked. And so what I'm trying to get you to understand is there are going to be opportunities that I'm going to come to you and I'm going to say, hey, this is what's going on, and I'm giving it to you. If I present it to you, I've already proven that it's worked. I'm not coming up with some idea and throwing it out there and saying, man, this would be good, I'm going to go throw it out there and see if it works. No. When I put it out there and I offer it to you and I ask you to pay me for it, I've already proven it's worked. Matter of fact, I've proven it's worked multiple times. I'm giving you the plan. I'm giving you the game. I'm giving you an opportunity, but it's up to you to sit up there. And the thing is, It's amazing how when it's time to invest in yourself, you don't have it. It's amazing when it's time to sit up and put some skin in the game, you don't have it. But I see all these people who are complaining about not being able to do this, not being able to do that, needing more business capital, needing all this. And I see y'all doing all kind of things that aren't necessary, spending discretionary funds that you could be investing in yourself. I ain't saying you got to invest it in my program. What I'm saying is you're going to have to prioritize your spending. Whatever you're doing, you're going to have to prioritize your spending. What are you spending it on? That's the question. That's what you need to be asking and answering yourself. Consistently. You need to be holding yourself accountable as to what you're spending your money on and what can you expect in return. If everything you're spending your money on depreciates, that's part of the reason you're where you're at. If you don't have something that you can expect a return on that will appreciate, that will grow, that will add to you, there's a problem in theory and philosophy. There's a problem in habit and practice. There's a problem in how you're viewing the entire scope of what it is that you want and what you're doing. So again, I'm sharing something with you because I want you to understand how things work. Nothing's going to come easy. Nothing's going to come free. At some point, you're going to have to put some skin in the game. At some point, you're going to have to get out there. Whether you get it from me, whether you get it from the next person, whether you go out and you spend the time, energy, and effort to research it and learn it and develop it, that's great. The beautiful thing about what I do is when you take one of my courses, not only are you going to learn how to do something, but you're also going to be well enough aware on what you are learning that you'll be able to actually have people pay you to teach them. Everything that I lay out there, I lay it out in a curriculum through which you can learn it and then copy the curriculum and go back and teach it to someone else. I want you to be so well-rounded that you become an expert in what I'm sharing with you, but you have to start somewhere. You have to put about 10,000 hours of committed practice and repetition of doing something to become an expert at it. The problem is most people aren't investing anywhere close to that, and then they're just jumping from place to place to place. I spent my life mastering things, and now I'm giving you a chance to have access to it. So again, I'm going to say this. If you don't have at least 2 streams of income you control, you need to click the link down there below. Sign up, get started, become a part of this team that we're building. Because it's not just that. You're going to become a part of the Epic Realm community of high achievers. People who have worked with me in the past are going to be there to share with you, to help with you, to lift you, to give you guidance and encouragement. Q&A sessions on a regular basis. All of this stuff comes as a part of anything that I'm putting online. So again, jump out there and make something happen for yourself. On that note, I made it to the gym. I'm about to get out here and go in and add to myself. On that note, you guys have an unbelievable remainder of your day, and I'll talk to you later.